In this week's video I stock up on some much needed supplies, single-hand my narrowboat down some locks to catch up with my old mate Peter the Aussie so we can have a bit of a jam together after taking him on a right adventure to the pub first. You get a mouthful of fly. Ahoy there, if you're new to the channel, I'm Heidi and I live aboard my narrowboat home, the Rum Wench, with my little dog Bonny. Join us as we travel the UK's canals and rivers in search of treasure and adventure. Good morning, I've just cruised the boat up just a little bit to the water point here and there's a lock in front there and that takes me down to Venetian Marina and there's a little cafe. So my gears, the gear story, so I did fill it up with gearbox oil because it had gone down to the minimum line, which it never really does, and also I tighten up my rods, my nuts. So it cruised it to here, only a few boat lengths, but it went into gear perfectly, so I'm hoping that's fixed it. It was because I think going through all that weed at Ellesmere Port, I was in and out of gear all the time, and I noticed that my rods were quite sort of loose, and I think if I wasn't pushing them directly straight and it was sort of going at an angle, it wouldn't go into gear. So I'm hoping by tightening my nuts that's all fixed. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'm just waiting for the old girl now to fill up with water, do the lock, and then yeah, we'll see. The thing is, when I do these weekly vlogs, is I never know what's sort of going to happen. You know, where I'm going to moor, who I'm going to see. I just have a vague idea and a plan, but it always changes.
I'll see you in the spring.
Yes, have a lovely Christmas, lovely winter. With the water tank full, it was now time to head for the first lock of the day. Are you coming up, are you? And luckily for me, there was a boat coming up, so the lady off the boat gave me a hand on the lock, which was wonderful. So I've just done the one paddle on this lock and this lovely lady's finishing it off for me. And then hopefully I can moor at Venetian Marina here and get loads of coal. It's really cold at the moment, so they sell coal, but the problem is coal has gone up such a fortune this year. It's like £14.70 a bag, I think, and I go through 2.5 bags a week. And that's 20 kg bags, the smaller bags, because they're easy for me to lift on and off the roof, because the 25 kg bags are far too heavy for me.
Well, we just saw
How are you?
straight past everything.
Colges. The thing is, this is my shop in the summer, and in the winter it's my shed. Once I was all stocked up in coal and had a quick coffee, it was time to move on. I've just left Venetian Marina and it's a fantastic marina, that is. They've got a little cafe, as I said, they've got the chandlery, which is wonderful. Ruth and Richard own that, they run a coal boat, but also Ruth paints all her own art. It's stunning. She does all the traditional canal art and she takes commissions and does whatever you want, and you can also buy pieces that she's done in the little shop there. Very, very talented. But also they have a brokerage there, so you can buy and sell boats there, and I was having a little look there at some of the boats, you know, dreaming. Yeah, but it's a wonderful place. And what made it special was my dad had an optician's appointment today, which was about 6 miles down the road. So my mum and dad met me for a coffee whilst I was there. So that was just so nice. It's so nice being sort of on this area that I'm not too far from family, which is fantastic. But anyway, we're going to be heading now and continuing along this. This is the Middlewich branch of the Shropshire Union Canal. It's only 10 miles long, and it links the Trent and Mersey, that end, with the Shropshire Union, that end. But it's a beautiful stretch, one of my favourite stretches of canals. I'm made up as well because I think I've fixed the problem with my gears. The thing is, when something goes wrong with your boat, there's always a massive panic. You know, you go all, oh, ice cold. Because normally when something goes wrong with your boat, it's expensive to fix. And with my engine being so old, 1969, and also the gearbox being a Blackstone mechanical gearbox with cogs and all that sort of stuff in it, it's quite specialised and so quite expensive. But yeah, it was the pole moving, so when it slides into the hole, don't be rude, when it slides in, if the pole was a bit bent, it wasn't being able to get in. So I've just adjusted that. See, girl power and all that, I feel quite chuffed. Fingers crossed it stays like that. This is a beautiful bridge coming up now. Look at this, it's like something out of a fairy tale. Tell you what, that was tighter than a nun's chuff. I had about an ant's willy either side there of space. Didn't touch the sides though. So there's a lot coming up now, but there is a boat in front of me going down as well, so there's only space on that landing, I think, for one boat. So I'll just take my time getting there now. Just at the lock now. I love getting off to do locks. It breaks the day up a little bit and Bonny gets a little bit of a walk and a sniff. There we go. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Only a little help, but it's better than...
I know, yeah, thank you so much. See ya. That boat that's just gone down now, she just came back to do a paddle for me. See? Boating community. So I'm just refilling this lock now and then it's set to my level so I can go in and then head down. So normally as a single-hander, I'd pull my boat out now with the rope and get on it at the steps just down there. However, there's some sort of collapse thing there. It's been like that years, so you can't get to your boat, so I'm gonna have to go down the ladder, unfortunately, and then sort of moor up, come back and shut the gates. But normally I'd pull it through and shut the gates once it's through and then get on the boat. So it's a little bit of a faff. The best solution would be for another boat coming the other way, but there isn't. Because if there was, I wouldn't need to shut the gates. But this is the joys. But after climbing down that soggy ladder, I'm now covered in lockjaws. So you can see there, they're the steps and where I'd normally get on the boat, but I can't get my boat anywhere near, unfortunately. It's a bit dangerous that there. They're very sharp and rusty as well. Oh, need a tetanus after that. Good job I came back, left my windlass up here. Anyway, back to the boat and onwards. It's starting to go really cold now though. It's been a lovely, beautiful, bright day and it's been warm at times. It's getting proper cold now. The plan for today is to meet up again with my lovely friend Peter on his tug Emily. It's going to be the last chance that we can catch up for a while because he'll be flying back to Australia, and I have shown Peter in a couple of previous videos and even gave you a tour of his gorgeous tug style narrowboat. So this coming up now is Aqueduct Marina, and that also has a cafe, pump out, you can get your boat blacks and stuff. Very similar to Venetian in that way. But it'd be really lovely if they had some sort of mooring pontoons and things here that you could go in. I did try and stop on this once though to visit a mate in there and I couldn't get in, it was very shallow. So if that maybe was dredged, a little pontoon for visitors, it'd be absolutely perfect. They also build boats here at Aqueduct and they've got a really good reputation as well, the ones they make. Cheshire as a county is so beautiful. I just love it. And I love about the canals is you get to really weave your way through these beautiful places. And I've cruised this section in winter, I've done it in the summer, and I never tire of it. And every time I do it, it always looks different depending on which way you're going, the way that the trees are, the bushes, the colour of the leaves. It's just stunning. Another thing that I love about the Middlewich branch of the Shropshire Union is the bridges. And lots of them have got nipples on them. And that one's got a right air. Yeah, that bridge is very cold. My friend Peter's here. This is just wonderful. The only thing about it is it's a little bit shallow, so we have to use our wheels. But look at this for the next few days. Woohoo! So me and Peter have decided it's a lovely evening, although a little bit windy. We're going to try and find the nearest pub for some food. Now apparently there's one down in the valley just there. We can see it, but I think there's a bit of a river. So we're going to try and find a way to get from here to there. Got my torch, we've got supplies, everything's going to be good. Climb over this. Woohoo! Come on Peter, get your leg over, love. Come on. Do they have these in Australia, these styles?
No.
No. Hey, you see you've had your leg over in England. So I don't know if you can see us on here. We're both torched up. I've got my head torch on. Peter's got his big un in his hand. His torch. Anyway, we're hoping it's not too much further because it's been quite a bit of an adventure, this. This is amazing. You get a mouthful of fly. Jesus. Oh shite. Good job. That's very slidey. I tell you what, this trek is going to be a lot more fun on the way back after being in the pub. So we moored up here a couple of days ago and the weather was absolutely gorgeous. It's such a stunning location. However, the weather's changed now and we've got a big storm going on out there. The boat keeps banging into the bank, the doors moving, the hatches moving. It's really, really gusty. But I'm still with my lovely friend Peter, but it's our last day together today. He's going to be taking his boat back to Aqueduct and then he's going back to Australia and I'm going to be heading down the canal a bit further that way. But we've really established such a lovely friendship and it's been so much fun travelling with him. But today's our last day together and Peter's cooking me a Sunday dinner. Yeah, he's a really good cook. So that's great because otherwise I would have been burning an egg or something. So excuse the hair, I've been absolutely blown just coming from my boat there to Peter's boat here. And we're right next to each other. And he's been slaving over a hot stove all day, cooking me a gorgeous dinner. But this is our last night together, so yeah, but it's so lovely, so kind. Look at that. Oh. With a beautiful dinner cooked on his stove, myself and Peter enjoyed our last meal together. So me and Peter having a little bit of fun here. We're having a bit of a jam. I'm on my old box and Peter's on his bass guitar. Peter from the band The Midnight Oil. Anyway, he's having to sort of lower his standards tonight because I only know one song. And I have to play it very carefully because I keep getting my nipple caught in my bellows. So are you ready, Peter?
Well, let's go.
Come on, take it away. As the evening progressed, I decided to get the old wooden spoons out. I can't get the V. We've had so much rain over the last few days that the fields are absolutely flooded. But today I say goodbye to my good friend Peter. So alas, mine and Peter's time has come to an end. He is leaving today. He's going back to Aqueduct and back to Australia. And I've really enjoyed our company. We've cruised together, we've done locks together, we've been to the pub together, we've played music together, we've been on adventures together. He's cooked for me, everything possible. We've had a wonderful time, haven't we, Peter?
Yeah, it's been terrific.
Yeah, he's doing his coat up, getting ready to go because it's a bit chilly today. Yeah, and that's it. Australia for you.
Yeah, back home.
Back home.
Well, I'd just like to say that it was your videos that inspired me to actually get on the plane and come and have a look, and it was really nice to come and see you. and be a pirate for a week or two.
Yeah, it's been good. Always nice to recruit fellow pirates, even if they're not rum drinkers. They're still good people. Oh, I said it before and I'll say it again, but I'm really going to miss Peter's company. We've had such a laugh and his boat is so beautiful. I've said to him, if I ever win the lottery and you are going to sell it, please give me first offer because it's such a gorgeous boat. So because Peter's now gone, we've got to have ourselves a bit of an Aussie drink, don't we? And this is Bundaberg and it's 43%. And I have shown this before in a video, but I save it. I save all my good uns for special occasions because it says on this one that it's rich fruitcake golden syrup flavouring. Yeah, it's got cinnamon and cloves, so it's a good un. So whilst I am pouring this, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew. Thank you for everything you do. Oh, proper Aussie drink. Oh heck, it's a little bit full this one. But anyway, what the heck, it's nearly Christmas, isn't it? So, woohoo, cheers! Bundaberg. Oh, that's very, very nice. Let's have another. That's great and a perfect way to celebrate spending some time with an Aussie. Oh, but Peter's gone now, and you know what? We had such a lovely time together. We originally met in Chester and did a few days cruising. And then we've met up again this time. And it's so good. And that's what's so lovely about the boating community, really. Being on a boat is you meet these wonderful people. And sometimes you cruise together for quite a long time. And then you part ways. But good friendships are always made. But I'm still in this gorgeous spot. Now Peter's gone, I'm actually here all on my own. It's pitch black out there. I'll show you now. But I love being in like really remote places like this. This is when I make me happiest. It's just gorgeous. And the good thing was I gave all my badge orders to Peter to post for me when he got to Aqueduct Marina. So it means I could stay another day if I wanted to. But we'll see what the weather's like in the morning because it's been awful. That field's flooded all down there. I've had lots of rain, some strong winds, but it's calmed down now and it's really quite peaceful. Anyway, this video has gone on long enough, so I am going to leave it here. So if you have enjoyed it, please do give me a big thumbs up. Really helps the channel. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. And before I go, just a huge thank you to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. So that's it, guys. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. So apologies to everybody, I can't play my box very well and Peter's an absolute expert, so any mistakes in there were all me and me box and me bellows and me nipples. Yeah. Woohoo!